This is Johnny Joe James with Jester's Beer and Wine, also with a few other things. And I'm with Joe Winslow. And a couple of weeks ago, we made some beer. And anyway, how we came to be on that was Joe was showing me a bunch of beers that he had made. And he wanted to show me, he done something cool, and we got to talking, and there was some things that he was wanting to learn. And so I told him, I said, tell you what, how about this? I will buy the grain, since you've already got the equipment, and I will come down and I will teach you how to make beer. Okay? And so that's what we done. And he showed me what he had. And do you have any of the beers that you had made?
All gone.
They're all gone. Okay. Well, explain to our live audience and our YouTube audience what the two beers were that you made.
Okay. Pardon the allergies here. A little hoarse today.
It's okay.
But the first one that you tried, it was a 2-row barley.
Uh-huh.
And just basically boiled 5 pounds of 2-row barley in 10 gallons of water.
Uh-huh.
And with an ounce of yeast and an ounce of hops, to give it a little bitterness.
Uh-huh.
And then used an ounce of yeast at the end of ferment with 5 pounds of sugar.
Okay.
But however, once I steeped it, or
you
boiled it, mashed it.
Yeah.
After 90 minutes, I just pulled the bag out and then cooled down what I had. I didn't do an initial boil.
Okay. Now, given the last time that we were here and we had made the beer, you had said that you weren't cracking the grain on that
Right.
on that 1-2 row.
Sure. Yeah.
And you realize that you can hardly extract your sugars, extract your colors, or anything like that.
Right.
Extract anything. And so you were getting basically a very, very light beer, low alcohol, low color. It was very white. Okay.
Sure.
And you showed me the second beer that you had made, and that was what you had called Winslow Holler.
Yes.
Now, do you have any Winslow Holler left?
It's all hollered out.
It's all hollered out. Okay. Now, one of the things that you had told me about it, it was a honey wheat.
Right.
And in our live video, our Facebook live video at that time, it was very very colorful versus your first one, and it had a richer flavor. It was more along the lines of a traditional beer. And what was your take on it versus the 2-row you were making versus your Winslow Holler?
Yes. Well, the 2-row, like you said, I wasn't cracking or grinding milling the grain, so I'm only getting maybe half as much as I should.
Yeah.
In the mash, and it had a more of a kind of a plain, just your everyday, maybe like a convenience store kind of beer.
Uh-huh.
And now the honey wheat, however, basically did the same procedure, only that grain was cracked. And I think that gave it the initial charge that you're talking about, as having more of a thickness to it, or color.
More body, more warmth. You were able to bring in some more notes as far as like from your hops and from your grain, and they were actually starting to blend. And that's what you want. Now, what kind of alcohol percentage were you able to get out of the two variations that you had?
The honey wheat, I was able to use a hydrometer on, and it was right at 3.2.
Right about
right. I mean,
right at currently legal beer because
yes.
of the date and time in Oklahoma.
Correct.
Okay.
Now the other one, I I had broke the hydrometer that I had.
Yeah.
And wasn't able to ever get a mic on it.
Okay, so the 2-row came out at 3.2.
Right.
And
the honey wheat.
Oh, the honey wheat. The Winslow Holler honey wheat.
Honey.
It came out at 3.2.
Right.
Okay, now one of the things that you had said that you told me that you were taking the amount of grain that you were doing. It was just you were using a small amount of grain, but you were using a large volume of water. Okay.
Yes.
So essentially, what you were using for what you would use for like a 3 to 5 gallon or even a 6 gallon, you were making 10 gallon using 10 gallons of water. So you were diluting everything out.
Yes.
And that's where I could probably say I came in and said that, tell you what, let me bring down some grain. Let's do this, and I'm going to show you the way to do it. And what we did was, he's calling for Dad. Well, anyway, what we had done was I went to my supplier up in Tulsa. Hey, it's okay.
We're to hang out with the boys.
Of course.
Sure.
But anyway, and you know what? One good thing about the boys, wanting to hang out with the boys, whenever he gets a little bit older, then we're going to be able to bring him into the fold and teach him, what we're doing today. And which is great, because whenever you're doing stuff like this right here, you don't want to hide it from people. You want to bring people into it, because making beer, making wine, it is steeped in family. It's steeped in friendship, and that's what we're looking at. That's what we want to do. We want to broaden this out and make this, something that's enjoyable for everybody. You want to be able to have time with your friends and enjoy the game and drink a beer and do it. And if you do it with something that you and your friends or you and your family made, or just you yourself, it's so much better. It's and you make a good product. And one of the biggest things is not only do you learn how to learn all the techniques, but you do it with the love that you have for making it. You put a little bit of yourself in your product. And let me get back to what we were talking about. And anyway, let me check. See, we got some people watching. All right, I'm liking that. We got that camera there, and we got a camera underneath, and then we've got one of the phones for the Facebook Live. And anyway, we are going. We're just enjoying this, and we're going to do a review here. What we've got right here is, I've got a feeling we got some beer in here. And what we had made was a pre-prohibition porter. Okay, and the reason why I say pre-prohibition is I wanted to show him not only how they done it back in the day, but use some of the ingredients. And some of the ingredients that were used were 2-row barley. I'm sorry, 2-row barley. Used some roasted barley. Used corn. Yeah, we actually had a pound of corn in it, and we also used cluster hops, and we used a really, really good ale yeast to be able to handle what was getting ready to be made. And now we did use a little bit of sugar, but instead of using a white granular sugar, we used a golden sugar, which falls in line with the light brown and the brown sugars. This was a golden sugar, and the reason for that was not only to help with the alcohol production, but I wanted to be able to catch that molasses flavor in the beer, because whenever you're talking a porter, it's a very big beer, and it's got a lot of bold taste to it, and it's needs to be packed with richness. There's a couple things we do need that we don't have. We need a couple of good beer mugs or a couple of good beer glasses. Would you happen to have something like that?
No, didn't prepare for that.
You didn't prepare for that. Okay, do you have a couple of regular, decent-sized glasses?
We use cups at our house. These are clear glasses.
Oh, well.
You'll be able to.
Well, I was going to do it to show for. I was going to do it to show for the head and. Is it one open? Oh Lord. Oh, okay. Now that right there. Yes, it's in a Corona bottle. But now I'm going to get up and bring this to the cameras and let you see what we've got. Okay. See, it's a nice dark beer. I'm going to bring it down here for the YouTube video. See, it's a nice dark beer. About the same color as, I'd say, Coca-Cola. All right. Well, tell you what, let's go ahead and grab a couple of cups.
All right.
And we'll crack these open. We're going to see what we've got here. It's going to take just a minute. And I just want to say hi to everybody that's watching on our Facebook Live. Those are perfect. Those are perfect. Yes. Glass cup. That works for me. Okay, now are we ready?
Ready.
All right. I can smell that. It's got a small head to it. Oh my God. What are you smelling in here? No, honest to God, you want to know what I'm smelling in here? Look at, if you'll notice, that's a real tight head that's forming. I'm going to bring that up to the screen too. Look how tight that is. That is creamy. That is creamy looking. Now, do you see the balance? Do you smell the balance?
Yeah.
Really light roasted note. Okay. I caught what's telling me Christmas. Okay. It almost gave us just a slight cinnamon hit to the nose, but there's no cinnamon in it. Nice and dark. It's got real tight bubbles in the head. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. Ah, okay. You want to know what I'm thinking about? Are you thinking about like roasted coffee?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of
roasted coffee.
Roast.
Now,
for taste.
Now Josh Dunn, who's one of the guys that's been watching this right here. Oh wow. He had asked me the other day about teaching him, and I told him I was cool with it. He was talking about making or using coffee or having something taste like coffee. Josh, I found your coffee, buddy.
This is your one right here.
This is your one. The Pre-Prohibition Porter. It's got just enough hops to it to say, okay, I'm here, I'm in a beer, and you can taste the carbonation. It's got good carbonation. Oh man. Oh. The sweetness. Now tell me.
Now that's what I smelled, was something sweet. Now the cinnamon almost got, because some of my allergies are a little tough today, but it's got a sweet, but then it's got a roasted aftertaste.
You got that roastiness. That right there really touches it. Now, if you'll notice, you got a full balance, because you got your sugars, you got your grain, you got your roastiness, you got your pepperiness from your hops. Even though it may not be an actual peppery feeling, it's got that hops bite to it, but in a good way, because it's rounding everything out, and you're getting full flavor. You're getting everything. That right there is just unreal. Now, we are enjoying. I'm definitely enjoying this. I am definitely enjoying this. God, honestly, I would seriously put this up against Guinness Stout and blow it away. Honest to God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since I had a Guinness, but it was perfect,
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah. And the thing is, though, so, here's the thing. Whenever we were making this, we checked the hydrometer, and it topped out on its original gravity of 1.076. Okay, 1076. That's pretty good. That's a big beer. And had we gotten back down to 1.0 on our hydrometer as a final gravity, we would have been looking at 8.66% alcohol. Okay, the actual finish, I believe, was 7.35.
Yeah.
Something like that?
6, somewhere there.
Yeah, you'll have to go back through and check, because I know you sent a picture of it to me.
Yeah, 7.35. You're right.
Yeah, because let's see, yep, 7.35. That's the picture that you sent me. Alcohol by volume, because our finish was 1.020. That was our final gravity, and 7.35% alcohol by volume. This right here is tasty. It's big. It's bold, but it's not going to. It's not going to destroy you whenever you try to drink it. I mean, it's very drinkable. Oh my God!
I was able to power slam it. You would think a beer at that mic would be like, more thicker, harder to swallow, but
No,
it went down easy.
no. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, how would you put this in comparison to your beers that you've been making?
Mine would be very weak compared to this, I would say.
Well,
As far as I think the issue is the grain to water ratio was a big part, and then secondly, though, I think it's just kind of going with just a plain grain. I think you want to have some extra little,
yeah,
introductions of little taste, that you normally just instead of just a plain grain,
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
what we're seeing here
Well,
with this one.
What I wanted to do was show you what can be done, okay? And you said you wanted to learn from a good mentor, and I know that there's a lot of people down here in this area. Okay, we are down in Hartshorne, Oklahoma, and it's in Pittsburgh County, and southeastern Oklahoma, good area. And this area is steeped in making beer. A few miles down the road at Krebs, not only do they have beer, they've got sausage, they've got cheese, and you've got all kinds of great traditions and traditional recipes for things in this area. It's just unreal. And I wanted to put Joe on the right path, so that way he can make his own, in all this, and he's going to take what I've taught him, and he's going to implement that into what he does. He may not do it the same as me,
Right.
but you're going to.
I've picked up a lot of knowledge as far as procedure-wise, and also beer quality. Different. You want to add multiple things, that give a different result.
Yeah.
You just go with just a one flavor, one grain.
You realize it turns into a one-trick pony.
Yes.
See, and I used 3 different types of grain and corn, plus the hops, plus the yeast, plus the golden sugar, and that golden sugar is helping balance with its sweetness. You know how I was saying, got to bring that molasses to the table.
It's got a little edge.
It's just slight. I didn't want a lot. I just wanted slight for the mouthfeel and to round things out. And oh my God, I guarantee I could blow Guinness Stout away with this. I'm not even lying. I'm gonna take a bottle of this to my supplier, and I'm gonna let them try it.
Yeah. Just one.
Just one.
Wasted, dude.
Yeah, no, he won't waste it. No way, shape, or form. This is good stuff.
You know, I was more free willy about giving away the other ones I was making because you know I was able to make a lot more with less grain. But this right here, it's kind of hard to part with. I think.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And see, like even whenever like you'll get like a little burp or something like that, you can still taste the hops, but it's not overbearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
get a
know
little
it's
extra kick, but it's not.
It's not anything
it's gonna
overbearing.
drown you out. Yeah.
And see that? And now, being that you put this in the refrigerator as soon as you bottle
As soon as I
it.
bottle it, yeah.
Okay. Now, I slowed down. There's a reason why I done that. Because there's still yeast in there. And I didn't want you to take the chance of blowing your bottles. Okay? And even with it sitting in an ice box for 3 days, and you're still getting that
Yeah.
that
Says a lot right there.
says a lot. I'm gonna see if I can get that head again. Oh, you ought to look at that. Look real close, and you'll see it dancing. All those bubbles dancing underneath.
They're fighting their way to the top. Ain't
They're fighting their way to the top. Yeah, I would put. Yeah.
You got a little thicker head on that one.
Oh, just suck. Tell you what, just suck some of that head, and just get it.
Oh yeah.
See how it
That's a
gets,
heads up right there.
and how tiny and thick those bubbles are. Honest to God, this right here would blow the best stout that you ever had away. I'm telling you. And this isn't really a stout. I mean, it's a porter, and oh my God. It's delicious.
Yeah, very delicious.
This is unbelievable. Oh my God. This is the best.
This was worth putting it together, wasn't it?
Oh God, yeah. Oh. I tell you what I'm going to do. Now, I won't be doing this on the live, but I'll be doing it on the YouTube video that's going to be edited. I'm going to put the recipe to the Pre-Prohibition Porter on that video. And whenever it gets produced and uploaded, I'm going to be moving it over to the Jester's Beer and Wine page on Facebook. And that way you'll have everything to be able to do this properly. Okay, now if you'll remember during the live feed that we done, because we done 4 live feeds through the process. Normal mashing goes 152 to 155. We actually mashed at 160 for an hour. Okay, that's one of the key things right there. You've got to get your mashing right, you know. And if you've done this same recipe and mashed it at 152 or 155, it may not come out exactly the same because you might not be extracting everything that we extracted at 160. And we used cracked grain through the whole thing. There was no extracts. If you follow the procedure that we took, you're going to have this, and it's going to be amazing. Honestly, it's. You may not understand this one, but some of the people that's going to be watching this, they're going to be understanding it. Grog 2.0. And I'm very proud of it. I tell you what, the beer gods and the angels have definitely blessed this beer. It's delicious. It's holding up to to everything. It's doing everything that it was supposed to do. Look at that. Just barely shake it and it just starts heading up again.
Yeah.
That, oh. See, there's power in there. And it's good. It's delicious. This right here is something that you want to savor.
Just the right amount, though, it seemed like.
Yes.
Yeah, I think as time goes on, it might even have a little more head, which you're kind of getting at.
Well, not necessarily more head, but what's going to happen is this thing's going to mature in the bottle. Okay?
Yeah.
And this right here is, oh, wow. It's just going to keep getting better. Everything's going to start kind of
reconditioned, kind of?
Just maturing and getting to know each other, you know. That's all it is. They're just getting to know each other.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Right now they're just dating. They haven't made love yet.
Well, that's a good analogy.
That's right.
To say, you know.
Exactly. Darla, whenever you happen to see this, you would like this. You would absolutely like this. I wish my cousin Goober was watching right now. He'd be like, he'd be like, oh wow.
I think that may be where you get the coffee flavor a little bit, is the molasses.
Well,
and the roast too.
Yeah, well, you got that roast and you got that molasses. I agree with you. I think that's where that's coming in at, and it's not in your face, but it's there.
Yeah.
The roastiness is what we wanted, or at least what I wanted in the recipe. That's why I went with so much, because I wanted to get it dark. I wanted to get it full flavored. I wanted some presence. You know, even if we'd have went to a 10-gallon batch on that, it would have still been at least 3.2 beer. Okay?
Yes.
And instead of being what it is now, it would be like an amber. And you'd be able to see through it.
Yeah.
You can't see through this.
Similar to the Winslow Holler.
Yeah.
Kind of. Maybe
Now,
just a little bit of more of a golden color instead of a kind of a.
well, if you, on your Winslow Holler, you went with like 5 pounds of grain to 10 pounds or 10 gallons of water. So if you would have went with 5 pounds of grain to 5 pounds of water or 5 gallons of water, then you would have gotten a lot more flavor. You would have gotten more sweetness because of the actual granular sugar that you put in. You would have got more alcohol by volume because it would not only be eating the sugars from the grain, but also sugars from, you know, the sugar itself, the granular sugar. It would have been a totally different product.
Yeah.
But being you were using a honey wheat, it would have been a lot more cloudy. Okay?
Okay.
Now we're not.
What would why would that be?
Okay, you were using wheat instead of barley, right?
Right.
Okay, wheat is traditionally cloudy. Okay? And you did what a lot of people can't do, and that's get a clear beer off of wheat. Okay, so whatever you did there, you did right. Okay? And, you know, you got a whole new ballgame whenever you're dealing with wheat. You know, you've got crisp, you've got light, you've got your body. The wheat actually tastes different than the barley whenever you're looking at beers. And, you know, just the way you made it, it was really, really good. Okay? There was a couple of things that were missing as far as like mouthfeel.
Right.
And, you know, there was a...
You don't have all the extra nuances.
My words, notes, and nuances.
Nuances in that. It was just pretty much just the one, you know, little flavor, and that was it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why you want to use different grains, because see what they do is they roast those grains, and they're going to roast them to a specific point to get a specific flavor to come out. Now, whenever we were getting our original gravity, remember Brian that came over, and we had just pitched the yeast, but there was a little bit in the glass that I had pitched the yeast in, because I'd mixed some of it up in that. And I had Brian try it. And do you remember what he said? He said, you can taste toffee. He said, it's deep and sweet, I can taste toffee. Now, I'm not tasting toffee right now, but I know that there's a sweetness.
Yeah.
What I'm getting is more like a roast coffee.
Yeah.
A roast coffee.
Pretty much. Well, at the end especially.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, if you're gonna drink cold coffee, this right here is what
we'll have some 7.35.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my God. And it's got a nice carbonation. If this right here set out, just like setting that out for a day, that yeast would kick back in and start producing again. And essentially what I was having you do was just lager it. Okay, just do like a 3-day lager on the thing, to slow that yeast down, because it was still going to eat that sugar that you put in, but we slowed it down because I didn't want to take a chance of you blowing bottles. Right. And I really and truly, I think that right there kind of helped it.
Yeah.
Because I think it helped it with that crisp finish that it's got. Because even though you've got an aftertaste that's good, you can tell in your mouth that it's got a crisp finish. It's got that cutoff that kind of goes from roast to hop to done.
Yeah.
I think that's what that's doing. I think doing that, putting it in the bottle and putting it in the ice box as soon as it's bottled, let it sit for 3 days. I think that's.
Yeah, I think it panned out real well. I think you put a leash on it by putting the ice box, and kept it from
oh, most definitely
growing.
Oh yeah. Let's see, we got 2 people watching right now on the live feed, and hey, I want anybody out there, because right now we've got the live going on one of the phones here. I want to see if y'all happen to have any questions. If y'all just want to say something crazy, I don't care, because you know what, we're having fun today. And see, Justin, well, I already knew you were watching. Let's see, I've got Joshua Dunn, he said hello. Jackie Capers, yeah. Blaine, thank you. Okay, Blaine, okay, now, while you're on, throw us any question, because let me tell you, this right here has been fantastic. You see that right there? That's right there is from the second glass. And we got, go ahead and we'll open these things up. So let me go ahead and finish mine off right here. We'll go ahead and bust that other bottle.
Well, they're like I said again though, they're you can opposed to what mine was getting, it was more watery. They're thick, but they just go down real smooth.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's just
you go big or go home.
Well, this is a lot bigger beer.
Yeah, this
I've been making it. It's real enjoyable.
Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna see right here if that one's gonna. Yeah, oh yeah. You can see them bubbles starting. Look at that. You started with the big bubbles, now it's getting all tight with those little bubbles.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I like is when you can see it underneath and they all, you can just see millions just coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way to. Now just barely, just take the foam. Taste that foam.
Lots of flavor. That's good.
You see all that flavor?
Yeah. I can
okay. Now you can taste that hops in there, and.
Yeah, it does. It's got you can
it
feel
really
the hops in that foam.
It really brightens up the hops.
Yeah.
Yes. Remember the 3 stages I was telling you about?
Yeah.
You got a bittering stage, which is your whenever you get to boil, and you throw your hops in, that boils for an hour. That's your bittering. Okay. You got your flavoring, And your flavoring / head retention, which is going to be at 15 minutes from done. From in the boil. And then your last one is aroma. That's where you can smell it. 1 minute. 1 minute. Which you've got it there, but it's not overbearing.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, this right here is good. Let's see.
Just right.
Blaine asked, "How's it taste?" Okay, Blaine. It tastes like a roasted coffee in a good way. If you're going to have cold coffee, don't go to Starbucks. Okay? Nothing against Starbucks, but we're rednecks here. We do things right. But if you want roasted coffee, don't go to your ice box for a cold coffee. Pop you one of these. And Blaine says it looks darker than what I expected. Well, yeah, this is a dark beer. And one of the things that I said earlier in the video was on the first bottle, because you can see 1, 2, 3. We're on our third and final bottle, and I would put this up against Guinness Stout any day and kick the shit. Excuse my language, but kick the you know what out of Guinness handily.
This is good.
Yeah, all the flavors are well rounded. I used 3 different grains. Used corn. Used cluster hops. Used ale yeast. Used golden sugar. Just use one bag. And what that bag? What? 3 pounds? 2 pounds? 1 pound?
1 pound.
1 pound.
Wait, no, 2 pounds.
2 pounds.
2 pounds.
Okay, it was 2 pounds. It was 2 pounds of golden sugar, and I was just trying to extract a little bit of extra alcohol and get that molasses out of that flavor out of the sugar. That was it. And 7.35% is amazing. And don't worry, I'm not going to be driving for any time soon, but I want to. But I tell you what, we're definitely enjoying this right here, and it is just so good. Anybody who watches this right here, honest to God, is probably the best dark beer that I've ever made, and I couldn't help.
It's just been
teaching
fun
you,
and a privilege learning from you, and I'm glad we're getting just a top shelf result.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Now, does your wife like dark beer, or does she like beer at all?
She's not really. More of a flavored kind of, beerita or some kind of, flavored,
like a wine cooler type girl.
Wine cooler or a strawberry daiquiri kind of. Like,
okay.
She can't really,
Okay. Well, I remember on that one.
She's tried a few, sips and said that, like the ones I was making, she said tastes kind of like a Budweiser or something, or a Keystone or something out of the grocery store.
This is an animal all its own.
This right here, I think it would gobble her up.
Yeah. Now I remember. Now Joe had sent me a private video a few days ago where he had done a hydrometer reading, and anyway, he didn't add the beer back to the fermentation vessel. His wife went ahead and videotaped him taking a drink from the hydrometer tube, and you can see him. I saw him take the drink, and a little dribble come down. Oh my God! You could tell he didn't care because he liked the flavor.
I knew it was there, but I didn't care. I was just celebrating. I was kind of impressed. If I knew it tasted like that then, I knew once we bottled it, that, it's only going to get better.
And it's just got enough carbonation, for your tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you ain't just getting bloated and over foamed. It's just right.
Exactly. Yeah, this right here, Budweiser might be the king of beers, but this is the king of them. Oh, this is amazing. Wow. We've got 3 watching. What we might want to do...
This looks like he's behind.
Well, yeah, it's going to be just a hair behind. Let's see. I mean, we could tell you what, why don't you share this out? And we will grab some more people in. Watch this, beer review. Tell you what, we'll do it that way, and we'll get some of your friends from near and far, get them watching. Okay.
More the merrier.
Exactly. That is exactly right. We want more the merrier. We want people to have fun. We want we're having fun right here. I know I am. I am absolutely having a blast.
I'm just kind of just in awe with the quality of this, you know.
Okay. Now let me ask you something.
Because I've never seen them, as far as, you know, in the bottling and making it, you know, this dark before, you know.
Yeah. Well, now one of the things that you always want to do with beer is you want to be able to pair it with something to eat. You know, you can't just constantly be drinking beer and not eating something. I feel like this right here would pair best with a prime rib.
Oh yeah.
You know,
something real,
or
you know, a good thick meat.
A good thick meat. Yeah. A pot roast would not be able to hold up. Okay. Now you talk about really good ribeyes, filet mignon. You know, anything big.
Sirloin.
Maybe
like
sirloin. Yeah, you could. And the cool thing about it is, you could take that right there, and now I know we're not going to do that, but you could use that as a marinade for your steak.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that'd be so good.
Or make it a base for like a mop sauce or a barbecue sauce.
Ooh wee.
You want to talk about in party?
Primo sauce right there.
I'm telling you, it'll knock your socks off and put hair on your chest.
Yeah.
Now see, that's the kind of fun we're having, man. Let's see. Oh, we got Justina Ritter. Oh, wait a minute, Justina. I want to tell you hi, girl. Blaine says, JJ, you got my address. You got anything left, you can drop it by. No, you come to my place and we'll have a beer together. How about that? All right. Let's see. You got Desiree watching. You got Daisy Isaacs watching. We are having a great day. We're doing a review of a beer that we made together under Jester's Beer and Wine. And this right here is a pre-prohibition porter. I just want to catch up with people who are just getting brought in. And this right here, it's a dark beer, but it is amazing. If you know anybody that likes, good strong beers like Guinness Stout or something like that right there, this blows it away on flavor, blows it away on everything else. You can't beat it, I promise you. And we're doing a Facebook Live, and we're also doing a YouTube video, and we're going to be uploading that YouTube video here in the next few days, and it'll be posted over at the Jester's Beer and Wine page on Facebook. And oh man, this is unbelievable.
Well, Blaine said you got a date, sir.
Yeah, but I'm not going to kiss you, Blaine. Daisy says hi. And Desiree is smiling to beat the band. Well, I'll tell you, okay, anybody that's coming on, go ahead and ask us questions, because we've got the live going on right here. We've got our Facebook live going on right here on one of the phones, and we want your questions. We will give you the answers. We're having a great time here. And we're picking up people watching. That we like. We like you. We want you to learn. That's the thing. We want you to learn. We want you to have fun. And if you pick up this as a hobby, then great. That we are here to help you. And we all learn from each other. Sean Renee. Hey there. Let's see. Desiree says she's on her way over. Try it. Desiree, come on. You know where we're at. Come on. And we've got it. I want you to try it. And if you want to be in the video, just let us know, and we will put you in the video today. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
This is good, isn't it?
Yeah. Wish we had a steak cooking right now.
Oh my God. Man,
he's over it.
Man, think about this.
I think he's off here now, but Danny Sanders, he was on here earlier.
Yeah.
We should have over at his. He's always got a grill going on.
Oh, Denny Wayne, he's something else now.
Cookie there on the side.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. He seems like it.
Oh, Vanilla. Now, I'm the only one that can call him Vanilla Wayne, but that's for a different reason.
Sure.
And tell you what, I got the 3 bottles there. I'm not going to do any free plugs for a competitor, so I'll put it sideways. Yes, I know we put it in, particular bottles because you have to use actual real bottle caps instead of the twist-ons. No vids for me. Okay, you don't have to be on video if you don't want to, but if you want to, I gave you the option. But if you would like to try it, come on over and we'll let you sit over here in the in this seat over here, right over here, and you can try it off camera. It's not a problem. Let's see. I just want to try the beer, sir. Well, come on and try it. You know where we're at. Now, I'm not going to release the location of where we're doing this.
Okay. We would be out of beer pretty fast.
Yeah, we'd be out of beer real fast. And, I would like to take my half home.
Yeah, I'd like to see you take it with you.
Exactly.
There's a lot of work and effort into it.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm proud of it. I hope that you're proud.
Oh, very proud. It's just like you said. It's fun. It's something you can be proud of because you put your heart and soul into it.
Yeah.
And there's a kind of a unsaid camaraderie about the whole process of making it and drinking it together. When it's done. I mean,
yeah,
you can appreciate it more than just going to somewhere and buying one and
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what all went into it.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't have any preservatives. You don't have any chemical in there that shouldn't be.
Right.
You don't have rice hulls.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's a little secret for you. Okay. Whenever you're talking about your domestic beers, it doesn't matter if it's 3.2, 6 point, some other high point beer. If it's coming from, the normal domestics that we know. Blaine just asked, how much did this run, to produce? This right here ran, I'd say, you're looking at about $40, $50, and I'm going to tell you why. It is the types of grains that I got, the price of the grain, and the price of the grain is variable. Hops are cheap, yeast is cheap, but you want to make sure you got a quality grain. And we made 5 gallons, and now the original receipt was a little over $56, but there were some things on there other than just the grain and just what was on the grain bill. Okay, because there was some equipment and some other things that I picked up.
Yeah.
And without that, I figured it would probably be about $35 to $37. Okay, and 40 tops. So you're looking at 5 gallons of beer, which is roughly what, 2.5 cases? Roughly. 2.5. Good 2 cases.
2 cases.
And we were going with is, I wanted to give him a very rich and robust beer. You could take what I gave him and do a 7-gallon run and double up on the golden sugar to be able to produce the alcohol for what this is, but it wouldn't have the overall mouthfeel, and it would have a weaker flavor. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's see. I wouldn't want to thin this out any more than what it is. And if I was going to do anything, I would double up. I would potentially double up on the corn just to bring that note out a little bit. And corn was used back in pre-Prohibition days as not only to be able to give you a sweetener as far as a very subtle sweetening taste, but it'll also impart mouthfeel. And you don't just use just any corn. What I had used was actually flaked maize. It was corn. All it was it was just flaked is what it was. And I didn't have to have it milled. Whenever you're getting into corn, you want to use some of your sweeter corns. If you want to use a dried corn that's on the cob to make your to make your beer, because I mean you still have to germinate it. It's better to have it off the cob so that way you can germinate it. But you want to get a sweeter variety if you want to go into that much detail. This stuff that I had gotten was already flaked, and so we were good to go with it. Didn't have to be milled like what the 2-row and the roasted and the other ones.
So would you say if you went with twice as much corn, it would have been a little sweeter, maybe a feel to it, or
it would bring out more sweetness. It would bring out more corn. But what we've got, I mean, the way everything's hitting the palate right now, I wouldn't change it, honestly. The only thing that I would do is if you were going to make a larger batch, double everything by 2. Because, I mean, you've got everything there. And I know that you're used to doing 10-gallon runs. And I would be, I would be shocked if you put an order in for grain to make this, if you want to make it again. I would be shocked to see you not follow how we done everything. Because I know that this right here, you would want to do it just exact as possible.
Yeah.
And
just only increase the volume.
Yeah. We used whenever I said that we had used 10 pounds in the live feed a couple weeks ago, we actually used 9 pounds. And we still got a top quality beer. And on a 10-gallon run, I mean, you could run 18 pounds, and you've got yourself a lot of this right here, and that would last you, a while.
Right.
This right here, whenever we finish up doing our thing and I go back home, which I'm not going to go back home until tomorrow evening sometime, I'm going to take with me some amazing beer, and that we're both proud of.
Yeah.
You know, and it made me feel really good to be able to pass on, you know, what I learned. You know, because, you know, whenever you look at, especially this area, you know, we look at friendships, we look at family, and gotta get another drink. Sorry.
Yeah. The camaraderie is what I kind of go back to.
You've got traditions.
Traditions, there you go.
Yeah. You know, it gets passed from one generation to the next. Charlene Rhodes Grove. Hi, Charlene. How you doing today? I'm not going to say where you're from, but hello. Blaine had asked, so with making this yourself, it's a higher percentage, right? Compared to what you get out of the store. Okay, Blaine. This right here is 7.35% alcohol by volume. So this bottle is 7.35%. This is a strong beer. You would really like this. And also, Blaine says, I watched during the making of this, definitely has me wanting to try my hand as it for sure. Thanks for sharing, guys. Okay, well, I think you were meant to say it sure looked good or something to that effect. I'm going to have to get on to you, Blaine. Come on now. Write it out.
I think you got him curious about
I got it.
Get fired up.
I think I got the young man excited. Now, just so happens, now Blaine is good, pretty good old boy right there. Okay? I want you to learn. If you want to learn right, me, him, teach you right. I taught this one right here, and let me tell you, there's a few more secrets that I'm going to give him that I haven't showed him yet. Okay, and make things a little bit easier as he builds in his equipment, because right now he just works off of a all-in-one boiling system. You know, mashing, lautering. You know, that's what he's got. But I'm gonna be showing him, you know, what he can do. He can use a 3-vessel system that makes everything just real easy. And he can tier it to however he wants to do. If he wants to do a tiered system, a pump system, it doesn't matter. Okay, you go ahead and take care of that right there. I'll go ahead and do this right here. Let's see. Charlene says hello. Hello, Charlene. How are you doing today? Just want to let you know, if you've had a chance, we are doing a review of a little bit of beer that we made. I taught Joe how to make some beer, and it is called a Pre-Prohibition Porter. And this right here is just excellent. Honest to God, it's excellent. This is one of the coolest things that I could ever really do. I've had a chance to really you know, pass on traditions, and that's one of the biggest things for me. Keeping the beer thing alive, that right there is incredible. You know, being able to teach people how to make beer, how to make wine, which I've taught a couple of people how to make beer. The first person I ever taught was a guy by the name of Greg Ford, who's originally from McAllister. He lives in Ada now, and that was several years ago. And let me ask, since you are going to be off camera, would you like to try this?
No, I'm driving. I gotta.
You're driving, okay.
Responsible here.
Well, please be responsible. And definitely, anybody out there drinking,
Hello, Charlene.
please be responsible. If you're going to drink, do not drive. And like in this particular case, you know, where we've had our 3 bottles, I'm going to be waiting here for a while before I do drive. Okay, I do have to be responsible in that aspect, and you should too. We're going to take a look here and see if we got somebody.
Hey, Brandon Halsey.
Oh, Brandon. Okay.
Up in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Hey, Brandon, since you're over North Carolina, now given today's date is September 15th, 2018. It's on a Saturday. I know that y'all got that hurricane that's going on. Please be safe, stay safe. Okay.
Most definitely.
I may be headed out to North Carolina because I also do security, so I'm on a waiting list to see if I get called to go over to North Carolina for any security recovery. Okay, and while you're on, please enjoy the video, and just let you know we're going to be uploading this to YouTube as well with a little bit bigger production, so that way you got the recipe for the beer that we're reviewing. So let's see. We've got a few people watching. Anybody that's there, throw out a question. We would love your question. Speaking of questions, do you have a question?
Well, after you show me adding some different things, I went ahead and got some. It's called a crystal or a caramel.
Yeah.
It was I don't know if it's 80 Levabond.
Levabond. Yeah. Levabond.
And then I got another one that was just said caramel. And it's like a 60.
Caramel 60.
Caramel 60.
Yeah.
Are those basically the same, or are they? Is there a big difference?
Okay.
Can you explain the Levabond?
Okay. Whenever you're, I can explain a little bit. That right there is going to be like your color, flavor.
Is the higher the Levabond, the better, or the?
Okay, that right there.
Yeah.
You've got 80 Levabond in there, which helps with the color. That roasted barley also helps with the color. Okay, yeah. That's why it's so dark. Yeah. I use the 2-row as the base, and I use the roasted barley to bring out not only color but flavor. I used 80 Levabond crystal malt for 2 reasons.
Yeah.
Actually 3. One for color and flavor, but also whenever you crystallize that malt like that, you're able to extract more sugars. Okay? You're able to extract more flavors. I love crystal malts. Okay? I could go back with I've been shooting some recipes your way. Okay? I'd shot a couple of them your way, which was the original recipe for what we were going to make, and I changed it up on the fly whenever I actually got there to my supplier. And anyway, I gave you the original recipe, which comes out to like a 5.43 before using the golden sugar. I really liked that. It was a really good call.
Yeah.
We were originally going to go for like a dark amber, but whenever I done the change, whenever I got there, we went with a porter. I'm so glad we went with a porter. Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what we can do, like if you ever want to use the same process but kind of change things up a little bit, you could go with like the lower Levabond. Get lighter colors, lighter flavors. You're still going to get good color. Okay, even off of just doing a 2-row like you'd done. Do the one trick pony 2-row. If you crack the grain, you're going to get better color, you're going to get better flavor, you're going to get better alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay. That right there, whenever you done that 2-row, if you'd have cracked it, it would have been as gold as probably about the same color as that Tonka truck right over there.
Yeah.
Okay? And it would have been better flavored. It would have been crisper, actually, but given that the grain was cracked, it would have felt better in your mouth. Okay? And that, I mean, like this right here, I mean, this feels really good in your mouth.
Yeah.
Because you're getting a multitude of flavors all into one, and it's just rich and robust. Now, whenever you're talking about just doing a 2-row and not doing anything else, you know, you're just going to have that one note.
Yeah.
But it's going to be that one note all day long.
A stronger note.
It'd be a stronger note. And that's what you want to do, is you, as far as making your beer, you want to throw stuff in there that's going to balance each other. You know, you got to have fun with it. You know, if you want...
So what my question kind of was not only love them on, but going from what I was doing to this is like, you know, what I'm saying is to find a happy medium. If I, you know, instead of using the 5 pounds with the 10 gallons of water, if I use the 10 pounds cracked as opposed to uncracked, you know, or milled, and then I put a pound of the crystal in there with it. I mean, would that be a...
well, it just
or do
depends.
you think it would not have as much... I mean, should I look at adding some more grain to it or some different, you know?
Well, it just depends on what you want.
Yeah.
Okay? Now...
I mean, that's a whole nother style right there.
Well, you're going to start...
I mean, are you going to give it any more flavor with that crystal or not?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, typically you're always going to start with your 2-row. Okay?
Yeah.
Because it is
that's your bulk
it's
base.
a base malt.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a base
kind of
malt.
like you got a tomato paste, that's your tomato paste right
Yeah,
there. And then you're going to put your seasonings to make
treat it like
sauce.
treat it like a marinara sauce or a pizza sauce.
Okay.
All right? 2-row will always be your base. All right? And everything else is going to impart a little bit of something to make what you want in the end. Okay? So this right here had 5 pounds of 2-row. There's only 2 pounds of roasted barley in this.
It overwhelms the 2-row.
Well, yeah.
To me.
Well, there's a reason why it overwhelms. I wanted it to be predominant, okay? Because I wanted you to have something robust.
Yeah.
But I wanted something that was also going to have different flavors and different mouthfeel, different head retention. So you got your 2-row base, you got your roasted barley, you got your 80 Lovabond, which the 80 Lovabond is going to be dark. Okay? And between the 80 Lovabond and this right and the roasted barley, that's why it's as dark as it is. Now, let's take for instance, let's say you take a really light, like your 2-row barley, okay, just 2-row, and you take a 80 Lovabond, and you use like a Cascade hop with, you know, two boil times. Once at the 60, once at the 15.
Don't do the 1.
And don't do the 1. And then go with a, let's say for instance, you take that right there and go with honey.
So, well, yeah, that's what we had. If I added that honey wheat.
No, not necessarily honey wheat. I'm talking just honey.
Yeah.
Just honey. Okay? Now, you've got a bunch of natural sugar in there. You've got a bunch of flavor in there. And it's going to come out probably about, I would say about the same color as that chicken coop right there. Okay? About the same color as that. Give or take a shade. Okay? And it would taste more like it would impart flavors like pecans, black walnuts, and English walnuts. Okay, and with that Cascade hop, it would just have a nice bite to it. Okay,
Yeah.
nice and crisp. It would fall in line with like your domestic beers, but have a bolder touch to it, bolder flavor to it. You know, it would be your domestic beers plus about 2. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Nothing wrong with that.
no. You could keep it you know, and depending on how much grain you use, because really and truly, yeast doesn't like honey. It does not like the sugars that are in honey. Hang on a second.
Yeah, right here. He said he's from North Carolina. We're far enough inland, just wind and rain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just that. And that's good as long as you're safe. Blaine says, Joe, some of that great pizza would probably go good with that brew. I agree. Hey, I had no idea that we actually had pizza. Oh my God. I need some of that.
Thanks, Blaine.
Yeah, you just let me realize there's pizza here. Oh my God. I should have been eating this the whole time.
David Rogers, howdy.
Oh, Blaine asked, what is the name of this beer? It's a simple name. Pre-Prohibition Porter. Okay? Donna and Levada, how y'all doing? I'm down here. Now I'm going to be working tomorrow. Just to let you know. Oh my God. Yeah, I you know what? Through all of this, I totally forgot that pizza was even here.
You didn't even know it was an option, did you?
I had no idea. I was just excited about trying the beer.
Well, same here. I just wanted to kind of, you know, squeeze out all the flavor we could, you know.
Oh, of course. This right here is amazing. Yes, it does. Actually, it does go good with the pizza. This right here, you don't want to do it with fish. You don't want to do it with chicken. This right here is ribs, prime rib, steak. Oh yeah. If you're going to have the in-your-face meal, you got to have the in-your-face drink to balance it. And it might be in your face, but not in a bad way. It is totally amazing. Oh, best pizza in town. I agree.
Thank you.
And no, it's not the only pizza in town. What is there? What, 2, 3 different? You got you got the Flash,
and that's about it for Hartshorne.
Well, tell you what, I'm gonna throw this one at you. It's gonna be the best pizza in the county. How about that one? I will go that route because Pizza Hut's in the county, Domino's is in the county, and let me tell you, this right here is a quality product. Joe and his wife Tiffany own the Simple Simon's Pizza in Hartshorne, Oklahoma. And if you're an old schooler to Hartshorne, Oklahoma, you know that's located at where Spears' Cafe used to be. Okay?
Yeah.
There's a lot of history in there. Just so happens Elvis Presley was at Spears' back in the late 50s.
Really?
Yes.
OTCB himself, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
You know, I still get people coming in there. We got a wall dedicated to Hartshorne history, and it's got a picture of Miss Spears in there on the counter. But we still got a lot of people a lot of old timers that have been gone and come back, and they come in to get a hamburger or something.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not.
They wanted that Spears burger.
Wow, I hadn't been here in, a long time. I was just coming back through and thought
Oh, now if you want to talk about the old Spears burger, let me tell you about Spears burger. Think about this. Think about a super thin patty that's crusty, full of flavor, okay? And on a regular sized bun, and you got lettuce, onion, whatever, ingredients you wanted, accoutrements, I guess that would be ingredients. It was, they used to have the 25-cent burger. They had the 15-cent burger, and it stayed that way for years. I can remember back before Spears was closed that the most I ever paid for a Spears burger was like 95 cents. Okay? And that was with cheese. Alright? And this was a full-size burger. It's amazing. The flavor was out of this world. So, I'm glad to see that that the place, still follows in respect to, good food and traditions, because it is still a place where people come together and enjoy. And, it's open, you're open 7 days a week. 7 days a week.
7 days.
Great product, great people. That's what we look at. Let's see here. Blaine's hot today. Joe and Tiff actually gave me my first job when I was in high school. Laugh out loud fun fact. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Way back in the day.
That's right. Well, guess what, Blaine? Here's the deal. You are now going to be on not only social media about that, you are going to be worldwide on YouTube from the Jester's Beer and Wine page. Okay? On Facebook as well. Delicious. Tracy Dawn is watching.
Or the big one that takes out.
Oh my God, that actually does go good with beer.
It does that.
Yeah.
Huh?
The meat on here, I think, is the key. You get a 6-meat pizza here. We was talking about getting a good steak or prime rib. You're getting
Pizza works.
pizza.
Pizza works. But I tell you what, we are getting close to a time whenever we need to end this, because I'm down to this much beer. Okay, Joe's down to that much, and he had a good run. He started ahead of me, and I had to catch up. Now he's having to catch up to me.
Yeah. Just one last swallow, right?
That's right.
One good final touch.
Now, I want you guys that have watched this, it doesn't matter if you watched it on a Facebook Live or if you've watched it on YouTube, I want you to go ahead and challenge yourself, if you're interested, to make the Pre-Prohibition Porter. And feel free to video it. Feel free to do a review on it. This is my creation that I've shared with Joe Winslow. Okay? And just to let you know, Joe Winslow is part of Simple Simon's Pizza, owner of Simple Simon's Pizza, by the way. Him and his wife Tiffany in Hartshorne, Oklahoma. And if you're ever in Hartshorne, Oklahoma, or anywhere in Pittsburgh County, make your way to Hartshorne, Oklahoma, and get a pizza from these great people. That's right.
That's right.
Just come on.
We'll take good care of you.
That's right. And you do. And let me tell you, you got to have traditions in your life. It doesn't matter if you are a single man, a single woman, married man, married woman, a father, a son, a mother, a daughter, an aunt, an uncle, a cousin. Build a tradition. Build a hobby that can become a tradition. And, you know, if it turns out to be beer or wine, it could, I don't care what it is. You know, our deal is beer, okay? But it doesn't matter what it is. Enjoy what you do, okay? And I want you to drink responsibly. I want you to enjoy life. That's one of the biggest things. You got to enjoy life. And this is my way of enjoying life, and I feel that this is your way as well.
Yes, and to go on what you said, to quote the great Kenny Rogers, he once said, find someone you love, or do something that you do love, and then have something to look forward to.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I think that's what we're getting at here.
Well, I really look forward to teaching you. I really look forward to making this with you.
Same here.
I really look forward to doing this live review and the YouTube review. I've enjoyed every moment because it gave me the ability to spend time with you as a friend. It gave me the ability to pass on what I learned as a child. Because I was 9 years old the first time I ever made beer with my granny. And going from that time now to this time here.
A lot of years.
It's a lot of years.
Yeah.
Through the years. You want to talk about Kenny Rogers?
There you go, man.
Through the years, you never let me down.
Yeah. Turn my life around.
That's right. You know, and sometimes, you know, you get that camaraderie and the friendships. It doesn't matter if it's a friendship, you know, just a friend or a family, you know, and you're friends with that family, because sometimes you're not. You know, that does happen in families. But this right here is important. And this is a positive for beer making, for beer drinking. You know, if you notice, you know, this right here, I know we've been doing this for well over an hour. And we've only drank 3 bottles. We went through them kind of quick, but that's okay.
Yep.
We've milked this one down.
I think we was excited about it at first, and really, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm still excited.
Oh, same here.
Oh yeah. We are enjoying this.
The main reason is
Oh, look here. Let's see. Blaine says, appreciate y'all doing a review. It's educational and has really sparked an interest in trying this. I'll definitely be in touch. All right. I appreciate that.
yeah, appreciate
You know,
it.
and we've got kids around us, and you know, we got Joe's kids. They're enjoying pizza off camera. You can hear the little Stallone. He's excited to want to be around Dad. You know, if he wants to be on, let him be on. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Let him be one of the boys. Because in a few years, one of the boys is going to be one of the boys just as much then as he is now. Now, no, you can't try that. That right there, no. We've got to do it right. Okay? No underage drinking, kids. Okay? All right.
Tiff says, put Stallone on camera.
Put Stallone on
You
camera.
want to see on my lap? No.
He doesn't want to be on camera.
I do.
You
You
do?
want to get in here, Zadie?
Come on.
So Zadie here. Zadie Love.
Zadie Love. Well, come on around, Zadie Love. Now, you can be on camera, but here's the thing, Zadie. You can't try any of the product. I'm sorry.
You can eat the pizza.
Definitely eat the pizza. Now,
That's all you want anyway.
that's right. Now, let me ask you, what do you think about all this that we've been doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Yeah? What do you think
What do you
about...
think about the way this looks is what I've been making?
Yeah?
Very good.
Pretty good.
Darker?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. But you got to tell you what. Always remember this, okay? Drink responsibly. Don't drink underage, okay? Because look, you have to be responsible. All right.
Yeah,
And
you're responsible, ain't you?
Yeah.
that's right. And you're how old?
Just turned 10.
10 years old.
She just turned 10 on the 10th.
Well, in 11 years, you can legally have your first drink. Think about that.
Yeah.
You want to know what would be really cool? Here's what would be really cool. Take one of your small bottles and take it and have it laser etched, or put a really cool sticker on it, and that way you know not to ever drink this until her 21st
Time capsule bottle.
time capsule bottle. Save it for her 21st birthday to say, hey, 21 years ago from today, which today is September 15th, 2018, just so happens this is my parents' anniversary. Now, my wonderful mama died July 30th, 2013. May she rest in peace. I love her dearly. But today is their anniversary, their 47th anniversary. And I want to say happy anniversary to my mama in heaven. I want to say happy anniversary to my dad, who lives over in the next town of Haleyville. All right.
Yep.
Now, but September 15th of, what is it, 2029, she will be 21 years old.
That's right.
September 15th, 2029,
2029.
you can have your first legal bottle of beer. Wouldn't it be cool for it to be one of these beers that your dad made? Would that be cool? Would you like to try
I
that?
think we'll maybe do that. A time capsule, huh?
Yeah, I would time capsule one beer and do that. I have time capsuled 2 bottles of wine that I have made. And
Those are probably going to pay off more than the beer. I mean,
yeah, but
I mean, with the beer
thing is though, that could pay off too.
already.
Sure can. It could really pay off. Well, I guess you had your time in the spotlight on video, huh?
Mom said tell the truth. Yes, she did.
Z, tell the truth. What? Okay, go ahead and speak loud and proud. And what does the truth say? She's got her back to us.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
She's done talking, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe me, she'll tell you if she got something to say.
Oh really?
She won't pull no punches, that's for sure.
Oh really? Well, what do you think about your dad doing this video? Honest to God, what do you think? It was this. Okay, we'll tell you what.
You couldn't get good to words, sir.
That's right. We'll tell you what. We are going to go ahead and get off of here and close this out.
She's out for the final toast.
I don't know, man, because I mean, I still got pizza. We
Yeah, okay.
still got pizza left.
Alright.
I would take a small drink just to call it good.
Alright, there you go.
And it's been a pleasure
There's a
doing this with you.
friendship.
Friendship,
Yeah.
definitely. Thank you.